Hi, this is George Alger. Welcome to today's segment of Our Ventura TV. Today we're going to be talking about the nonprofit Childhood Matters. And joining us is the founder and executive director, Shaleena Tareen. Welcome, Shaleena. So good to have you here. And what is Childhood Matters?
Well, hi, George. Thank you so much for inviting us here and having Childhood Matters here on your platform. Childhood Matters is a nonprofit public charity here in Ventura County, and we work with the mental and emotional health of youth and children.
Good. Now, what does that actually mean? I mean, that's a very broad category. What does this mean for someone who may not be in this industry?
Okay, so, we have a lot of different programs that we have put in place. So we're able to come in and work with early intervention and prevention for children who might later on in life, have some mental health challenges. So we want to make sure that we come in and we give them tools and we give parents and educators the resources that they're able to help children kind of find resilience in their life, are able to, build those building blocks so that, we can kind of eliminate or even kind of, minimize those mental health challenges in the future.
Good. And can you give an example of this occurring or someone that has been helped?
Absolutely. So, I'm going to give you an example of one of our programs that we have in place, which is our Excel Safe Space program. Excel stands for Early Childhood Social Emotional Learning, and we really, really prioritize the social emotional learning piece. What we do in this program is that we go out in the community and we build self-regulation rooms, which we call safe spaces. So for instance, our most current project is happening at the Ventura County Courthouse, where we are building little areas for children and youth that come in with so much trauma as they're waiting for, their cases to be heard, for, the investigation to take place and stuff like that. And we give them that space to kind of give them coping tools. So we've placed materials in there that they can learn to kind of, deep breathe and, use sensory materials, use other tools in there to help them just calm themselves down and to distract themselves with what's happening around them.
Very good. Now, does this also mean that most of the children that you're working with have some connection to the legal system?
No, not necessarily. We work with a wide population. We feel mental health is for everybody. So we are out there just helping any population that needs that help. This just came across to us as an opportunity because we were working with the Family Justice Center in Ventura County and the District Attorney's Office. We built a safe space at the Family Justice Center, and they had, the witness victim rooms at the courthouse. And we felt this would be such a great thing to expand on. And that's why we kind of continued working with them.
Good. Now, for a parent that's watching and maybe they have a child that's periodically acting up and maybe they're a new parent and they're not really sure, are they just dealing with normal childhood stuff or they're actually dealing with something that should warrant more attention? How might you advise someone on how to differentiate that?
So that happens a lot, George. My background is all in early childhood education. I'm a parent myself, so I'm really, used to this in this kind of stuff that's happening in the classrooms, that's happening at home, and it's quite difficult sometimes to distinguish, whether it is just developmental things or it's something that we need to look into. So I would say that if listen to your gut. That's one. If you think that that's something that you don't think is appearing, typical. You would want to get it assessed. So, speak with your doctor or, even better, get a therapist, speak with a therapist and, go from there. So you want to get a mental health professional on board. And if you don't know where to look for one or how to start, that's where you would also reach out to us.
Okay. So would it be safe to say that a parent, a concerned parent, a curious parent might reach out to even if they don't know? I mean, they're just really looking for more information.
100%. So that's another thing that we do is we connect our community to mental health professionals or any other organization that might be able to help you. So even if you feel that your child is neurodiverse, needs help in that area, just connect with us and we will help you find those resources in the community. We have made several partnerships that we can help you with.
Okay, good. Now let's walk through an example of someone who can benefit from some of these services, and someone calls you, a parent calls you. Let's just outline a path that might occur.
Sure thing. So many a times, a child or a youth is going through a big life transition. It could be a grief situation at home. Somebody might have passed, or there might be, a chronic illness at home with the child itself. There might be some trauma associated. So if a parent, or a caregiver calls us, what we do is we obviously, listen to what they have to say, what the needs are of the child. We will take that information and then we will get in touch with our partners to see, who the best person would be, who the best organization would be, and whether they have the space and the capability to take on that client, right? That's another situation that happens is that, you're calling around, you're trying to find a mental health professional, but nobody's taking in any clients. So we want to make sure that we make that connection. Once we find somebody, one of our partners who are able to take on that case, we would be able to connect that parent or caregiver to that partner.
Very good. Now, Shaleena, can you speak about the cost that might be involved with this?
So, as any nonprofit, we work on donation basis. Most of the time that we do this connection, we don't charge anything for connecting our community to resources. We actually have big mental health events that we do for the community. We had one in May. We're having one again in September. And here what we do is we get all our partners together in one space, and then we invite the community to come for a free event to come and get those resources in person, and then also learn about wellness. So they come and do hands-on, activities with their families, and they gain resources there. So no cost associated to those events either.
Very good. Shaleena, when you're out in the community and just chatting with folks and you tell them what you do, what's the most common question that you get?
Why are you doing this full time? Why is this your job? How do you sustain yourself? And those are really good questions. Why am I doing this? I've been working with children and families my entire career. I was working with, early childhood education, and then, COVID happened and I got furloughed from my job. That happened to so many people. And that's, where you really sit down and you're able to think, what's my next path? What am I going to do? And right as that was happening, we were having mental health challenges in our own home. I had severe anxiety. My son, who's now 17, was having severe anxiety, and just not general anxiety, but social anxiety as well. Staying at home, not being able to go to school, being detached, being isolated. My daughter was actually graduating from her psychology program in Pepperdine. So we actually got together as a family and decided that, we wanted to do something to bring awareness to, what's happening and how we can help the youth out there. So that's the reason that I'm doing what I'm doing. And how do I sustain myself? It's the help from the community. It's the help from the organizations in the community that are able to, give to us and help us expand and impact.
Well said. Shaleena, we're just about out of time here. I wonder if you could let us know what the website is so viewers can go to for more information. And if you have a summating message for the viewers, this would be a good time to wrap it up.
Absolutely. Our website is www.childhoodmatter, not matters, childhoodmatter.org. And I think my closing message would be, as a parent and educated an adult in your child's life, you are the one who's going to make that difference. So make sure that you're watching your child, you're observing the child that's in your care, because you're the first responder. You're in mental health as well.
Very good. Thank you so much, Shaleena. We're going to end things off now.
Thank you so much for having us.
You're welcome. This is George Alger signing off for this segment of Our Ventura TV. Until we meet again.